Hello again, it's Laura Tully, Registered General Nurse and the Movement and Motivation Mentor, back with Roscommon Sports Partnership this week to deliver a less than 10 minutes video on how you can best protect your health at this time. So we are now 63 days living a restricted lifestyle and it has been very challenging. But we have a roadmap and we are beginning to look at how we might leave lockdown. I'm going to work with you over the next couple of weeks to help you on that journey. And this week we're going to get ready for that journey by making sure that we're in the best of fettle in terms of general health and well-being. Today's presentation is going to focus on how you can best check in with your health at this time. It's an important one and has potential to save lives, so please engage with the presentation. If you feel it's beneficial or might benefit somebody that you know, please tag them or share the video. Please hit the like button and please also share your feedback, whether it's been positive or negative, in the comments section or privately, so that I know I'm meeting your needs and that you're finding some of this information useful at this time. So it's a head-to-toe guide on how to be healthy, and of course we can't do that without reminding everyone again of the importance of being active. So Roscommon Sports Partnership have a dedicated page on their Facebook with plethora of activities that you can undertake. The one I most recommend is walking daily. So I would like you to aim to have at least 30 minutes walk daily during this time. Remember that your children should be active, moderate to intense level for at least 60 minutes a day. So try and tick those boxes over the coming weeks as we move to a less restricted lifestyle. We've talked a lot in our previous videos about the importance of nutrition for health, so please remember to continue to eat healthily, and if you haven't been doing so, maybe this is an aspect of your health that you can look at this week. Simple swaps, healthier choices when possible, and just reminding yourself of the importance of eating a very colourful diet will be sufficient to get you on this road. Every day we have a new chance to make a new start, so try and improve your nutrition this week, which will stand in good order to you as you continue. Sleep patterns have been shown to have changed dramatically in recent weeks, and it's no surprise. I've covered a lot on sleep tips and how you might look at sleep for health in previous videos, so I remind you that that information is available to you on Sports Partnership page if you'd like to have more information about that. The importance of sleep for health can't be ignored, so if this is an area which you need to work on, that should be your priority in the coming weeks. If you're seeking some information today on how you might best support your mental health at this time, you can perhaps check out my Minding Your Mind series, which are a series of videos I covered in the past 2 weeks. These videos will take you through what you need to know about protecting your mental health at this time and the importance of the 5 ways to well-being. Okay, so I hope you're listening carefully because we've come to the most important part of today's presentation. I know that you've been at home now for quite some time and that at this point you've probably run out of DIY jobs, but today I am going to prescribe the most important DIY job of all. This involves you checking in with yourself to do a checkup. And what you need to do is simply look and feel. If you've noticed any of the following symptoms, I want you to contact your doctor without delay. So if you have any new or changed lumps or bumps in your body, if you've noticed any abnormal bleeding patterns, if you have changes on your skin, if you have lost some weight unintentionally, and if you have new symptoms, changes in your bowel or bladder habits, or if you're feeling constantly tired, these are what we call red flags, and they should be looked after promptly, not ignored or left aside. Your GP will want to hear from you, and we have safe procedures in place to protect you, which I'll talk about in a couple of minutes. The other examination that you need to do is a self-examination of some body parts. The largest organ in your body is your skin, and it's the easiest one to examine. So I want you to just use your eyes to do a visual check and inspection on your skin. You can find lots of useful resources on the Irish Skin Foundation website, and you can also access a support line on that website where you can telephone a nurse specialist with any concerns about skin or skin conditions. The next exam that you need to do is on the breast, and this is important for both males and females and should be done about once a month. I recommend people follow the how-to video on the Breast Aware app, and you can check that app out for free by downloading it from Breast Cancer Ireland. It's in the App Store, and I find patients really enjoy this one because they can follow the self-exam process on the video and also find signposted reliable information and support on next steps. Very important that the men do an extra bit of DIY at the moment, and that involves doing a testicular exam. And this should be done once a month, and it simply involves you looking and feeling the testicles and this genital area. So you're looking for any lumps, any unusual swellings or bumps. You're going to look for any sensation changes, and also you're going to pay heed to any sort of aching pains or any changes in general. Please report these promptly to your GP, as early intervention can mean a huge difference and have life-saving potential. It's also important to smile, and this is a reminder for you to do an oral health check. You need to check that your dental health is good, but also checking your oral cavity for any unusual changes. Your dentist is open and available for any emergency calls, so please phone and ask in advance of attending. But most importantly, your GP and nurse are available. The practice has developed new procedures and ways of working for this COVID pandemic, and lots of them will really benefit patients. So you can telephone your GP, and if they're busy at that point in time, they log the call and they'll make a return phone call or video consultation to you directly at home. If you are in need of a prescription or a renewal of your existing prescription, they can now email this to your pharmacy at your request. So it saves you a trip to the doctors, and you can pick up your medication or have someone pick up your medication for you directly at the pharmacy. Just really phone ahead and ask the questions. Please don't feel that you'll be a burden or that they're too busy to deal with you. We would much rather hear from our patients at the moment than, deal with the potential fallout of an ignored symptom or a delayed treatment in some cases. Please remember, regarding medications, to continue to take your medications that are prescribed for you. Don't make any changes to these yourself without the advice of your doctor or pharmacist. And also remember that you should only get your medications from a reliable source such as your pharmacist. Please do not buy medication online at the moment or at any time. It's very unsafe. The other thing that I would say to you is to be reassured that your general practice is a safe place. So patients with symptoms of COVID or who need to be assessed for worsening symptoms of COVID are being assessed at a place called a community assessment hub. So they're not coming in and out of the general practice on a daily basis. So if you need to see your doctor for a face-to-face consultation, a procedure, or for immunisations, for example, which are really important to keep going, please phone ahead and make a suitable arrangement for everyone. I can tell you that your doctor and nurse are looking forward to hearing from you and want to hear from you at this time. So that's the crucial bit of today's presentation. I wanted you to also remember that in the event of emergency, please do not delay. You can contact your emergency department 24 hours a day, 7 days a week as previously. If you have minor injuries or accidents happen and you want to contact the minor injuries unit, your nearest one is available in Roscommon town, and maybe just phone ahead to make sure that it's appropriate for you to visit with whatever condition you may have. Stroke and heart attacks are life-threatening emergencies, and if you or someone you know are showing signs of a stroke or heart attack, it's really important that there's no delay in getting the appropriate help. So just lift the phone and dial 999. I hope that you found a little bit of today's presentation useful. If you have, I am delighted, and if you haven't, please let me know what kind of information you require at this time. We are going to help you navigate your way through the process of leaving lockdown, and how we're going to do that is we're going to remind you about ways to protect yourself and others. To do that, we will be remembering to follow the guidelines issued by Public Health. This virus is tiny and it's invisible. Imagine you can fit 500 million particles of coronavirus on a single full stop. So we have a lot of work to do to continue to prevent the spread of the virus. Washing your hands well and often with soap and water is a surefire way to avoid contamination. This virus hates soap and water. And we're going to talk a little bit more in the next while about the importance of cloth coverings for your mouth and nose. I'm going to do a little bit of work on that on my own Facebook page. So if you're interested in this topic, please head on over to the Movement and Motivation Mentor page, where I'll be following up with some advice and recommendations around the wearing of cloth coverings at appropriate times in order to help stop the spread of coronavirus. Please remember that you must continue to stay physically distant from others. We need to keep that 6 feet distance from other people, especially those who may be unwell, and we need to develop new ways of greeting people. So as we leave lockdown and start to move onto the roadmap of a less restricted lifestyle, you need to be thinking ahead to how you're going to greet people, because it will still be inappropriate to shake hands or to hug when saying hello and greeting. Remember too to continuously clean and disinfect your frequently touched objects and surfaces, your phones, your keys, your steering wheel, your door handles. Very important that you still avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth with unwashed hands. So let's not get complacent about these very basic steps on how to prevent contamination. Please continue to seek your advice from reliable sources like myself, or when I'm not available, the HSE website. I am available to help you in any way you think might benefit. I cannot give individual clinical advice or support, but I can signpost you in the direction of the appropriate support that you may need. You'll also find a lot of support on hse.ie or on the other relevant websites which are shared by the Roscommon Sports Partnership page on a daily basis. I wish you good luck in the week ahead. Remember to stay healthy, to stay positive and to stay connected, and I hope that we will be looking towards a less restricted lifestyle in the coming weeks as we adapt and adjust to living a new lifestyle with COVID. We just have to embrace this, because we don't have a lot of choice otherwise. So take care and stay safe.